Ajay adjusted his tie for the 10th time, his fingers trembling slightly. His reflection in the mirror stared back, a stranger in a perfectly tailored suit, eyes filled with uncertainty. Today was his wedding day, a day he had always envisioned, a day that was supposed to be filled with joy and celebration. But today, his heart felt heavy, a knot of unease twisting in his gut, making it hard to breathe. Sakshi, his Sakshi, wasn't there. Her absence was like a shadow over the day. He pulled out his phone, her name glowing on the screen. No answer. His anxiety grew with each passing second. Sakshi always answered his calls. Always. This silence was unbearable. A wave of nausea washed over him, his mind racing with worst-case scenarios. She had promised to be there by his side, no matter what. That promise echoed in his mind. Her absence was a deafening roar amidst the celebratory music and chatter. His phone vibrated. Relief flooded him. It was her, finally. "Sakshi, where are you? The ceremony is about to start." His voice cracked with unshed tears, his emotions barely in check.
Ajay, I'm so sorry, I can't make it.
Her apology hung in the air, heavy and suffocating. He couldn't breathe. "What are you talking about? You promised."
I know, my love, I know, but I can't be there. I can't explain, not now.
"But why? What's happened?" Silence. The suffocating silence from the other end was his answer.
Be happy, Ajay. Please promise me you'll be happy.
Then, the line went dead. His heart pounded against his ribs, a frantic drumbeat against the silence that now engulfed him. The knot in his stomach tightened, a premonition of something terrible, but he had to go on, for her. The memory was a cruel echo, a bustling hospital corridor, the sterile smell of antiseptic stinging his nostrils, and the doctor's words, sharp as a scalpel, slicing through his hopes. Aggressive, inoperable, limited time. Sakshi, his vibrant, full of life Sakshi, had crumpled in his arms, her tears soaking his shirt. He had held her close, whispering empty promises, his own world crumbling around him. That night, he had vowed to make every remaining moment count, to fill their days with laughter and love, to shield her from the harsh reality that loomed over them. But Sakshi, his brave, selfless Sakshi, had other plans. "Ria," Sakshi had said one day, her voice weak but resolute.
She's perfect for you, AJ, trust me.
Ria, a colleague from Ajay's office, kind, compassionate, beautiful. Sakshi had befriended her, engineered their meetings, orchestrated their encounters. At the time, Ajay had been touched by Sakshi's thoughtfulness, her desire to see him happy. Now, the memory felt like a betrayal, a cruel joke. He remembered their first chance meeting, Sakshi's carefully orchestrated emergency that had forced him to seek Ria's help. He remembered the way Ria had looked at him, her eyes filled with concern and the warmth that had spread through him. He hadn't realized then that it was Sakshi's love, her silent sacrifice that was warming him, not Ria's.
Ajay, I need your help. It's really urgent. Ria is having trouble with her laptop. She's been struggling with it for days now. You know how good you are with technology. You're the only one who can fix it quickly. Can you please help her? She's really stressed out about it.
He had readily agreed, surprised by Sakshi's sudden interest in his colleague's technical difficulties. It wasn't like her to be so concerned. Looking back, he realized Sakshi had meticulously planned every encounter, every shared laugh, every moment of connection between him and Ria. It was all part of her grand plan. He remembered the day he had proposed to Ria. It was a beautiful moment, one he would never forget. It was at the park where he and Sakshi had shared their first kiss. The memories came flooding back. Sakshi had insisted they go there, a wistful smile on her lips as she watched him slip the ring on Ria's finger. She seemed so happy for them. He had mistaken her sadness for nostalgia, not knowing it was her heart shattering into a million pieces. She had loved him all along, but never said a word. The wedding ceremony was a blur. Ria, beautiful in her bridal finery, looked radiant. He tried to smile, to feel the joy that should have been his, but all he felt was a crushing emptiness. Sakshi's absence was a gaping hole in his soul. Later, at the reception, as he went through the motions of the celebration, a familiar scent wafted towards him. Jasmine, Sakshi's favorite. His head snapped up, searching the crowd. She wasn't there. But the scent lingered, a phantom touch, a bittersweet reminder of his lost love. He excused himself, the need to escape the charade overwhelming him. He stumbled out of the venue, the cool night air a welcome relief from the suffocating atmosphere inside. His phone buzzed, an unknown number. Ajay, Sakshi. She's at City Hospital. She doesn't have much time. She wanted you to know. She loves you. The line went dead. His blood ran cold. The pieces of the puzzle slammed into place. Sakshi's absence, her whispered pleas, the faint scent of jasmine. It all made sense now. She hadn't abandoned him. She had been protecting him from the unbearable truth. He raced towards the hospital, his heart pounding a frantic rhythm against his ribs. Each step felt like an eternity, the world around him blurring into a haze of urgency and fear. He burst through the hospital room door, his eyes falling on the frail figure lying on the bed. Sakshi, the love of his life, the woman who had been his anchor through every storm. Her face was pale, her breathing shallow, but her eyes held the same love, the same warmth that had always drawn him to her. Those eyes, even in their weakened state, spoke volumes of the love they shared. He rushed to her side, his tears finally flowing freely. The dam of emotions he had held back for so long broke, and he let his sorrow pour out. Sakshi, he choked out, his voice thick with unshed grief. The name felt like a prayer, a plea for a miracle that he knew would never come. She smiled, a weak, ethereal smile that tore at his heart. It was a smile that held a lifetime of memories, of shared dreams and unspoken promises.
Be happy, AJ. That's all I ever wanted.
As her hand, frail and cold, slipped from his grasp, he realized the true depth of her sacrifice. She had given him everything, even as she knew her time was running out. Sakshi had not just given him her heart, she had given him a future, a life filled with love, a love that transcended the boundaries of life and death, a life she had painstakingly crafted for him, knowing she wouldn't be there to share it. Every moment, every memory, was a testament to her enduring love. Her love, selfless and enduring, would forever be his guiding star, an echo in the silence of his grief. It was a love that would continue to light his path, even in the darkest of times. This video has been created based on a book, Eternal Bonds of Love. Buy your copy, link in description. Like, share and subscribe for more such videos.